But today all round was not good enough. So in these moments, I think you take it on the chin and you don't say too much, and you focus on the next game. It's important for us to get our momentum in the run of games that we've got left.
You know, we've had a real tough run of games, to be honest, over the last few games, and you know, we'll look forward to the next game to put things right as quick as possible, because you know, the fans don't deserve what they saw today.
A really worrying moment when Aaron Ramsey went down and was stretchered off. Can you give us an update on how he is?
It didn't look great. So I don't know the extent of it at the moment, but it didn't look great, and we wish him well. Hopefully he'll have a speedy recovery as well.
It was a lot of fun. I think it's a good day all around for all the boys, the team and the fans. We really played well today, and it's the second week in a row we've had an away day like this, so we're all buzzing.
And after the game, I spoke to the Arsenal manager, Mikel Arteta. Mikel, many congratulations on another victory. I suppose that was one of your more comfortable afternoons.
Well, we are really pleased. Obviously, it's a really difficult place to come, and they've been really competitive in all the big games that they played so far this season. And today we've managed to break them down early in the game, and obviously that made it look maybe a little bit more comfortable. But it's a team that makes you dig in so much.
You must be very happy with the form of the side at the moment. That's 21 goals in the last 5 Premier League games. A real return to form.
Absolutely, and especially individual and collectively, the purpose that we are playing with, the form that the players are in, even a 3-0, 4-0, they want more. The way they track back at the 96 minutes, it tells you a lot about how they're feeling at the moment, so it's about maintaining momentum now.
How have you managed to instill that determination into the team constantly and consistently?
Well, generating competition within the squad and keeping everybody alive. But to be fair, they are a joy to work with, the way they train every single day, the way they apply themselves and the way they want to improve. Give us, all the coaches and the staff, a lot of reason to keep pushing them, and they want more. That's a good thing.
Scoring that many goals, so much confidence going into the final stages of the season. It looks like we might have a real 3-horse title race on our hands.
At the moment, what we can do is win our games, merit to win the games, which is, in my opinion, the most important thing. And after that big win, the last 2 big wins that we had away from home, we have a really tough one now in Porto, starting the Champions League. So that's going to be a different story.
Yep. In regards to the league, can you do it? Do you believe it?
I believe we can do it because we are there, but it's about consistency, it's about doing it every time. You see the standards, the way the other teams are winning games as well. So, yeah, we won it, that's for sure.
Mikel, thank you very much for talking to us, and good luck in the Champions League in midweek.
OK, thanks to you, Gary.
Well, it's the first time in top-flight history that Arsenal have won by 5 goals or more in 2 consecutive away games. Lots of excellent performances, Shay, but it's Captain Ødegaard that you've picked up.
Yeah, I think in any Premier League game away from home as well, Gary, your captain has to stand up, and in the 4th minute he's straight off the mark with the goal, and it's a real... He's led by example today for sure, and you know, sometimes you can lead on the pitch as well as, you know, being a voice as well, and I think this after 4 minutes away at Burnley is a really good start. You see him lit up there in the space. He just sort of puts the brakes on it, but brilliant touch and finish as well. And what I also like today as well, he really, you know, led from the front when you're pressing, you know, pressing the Burnley players, playing out of play. That happened on numerous occasions, of course it did. And again, when they get the ball away, first man to press is their captain, your leader. And that just sort of spreads through the team, if you ask me, is a really thing. And this is a wide free kick. Him and Saka are sort of on the same, you know, page. Burnley are probably going to sleep. You know, Burnley had a really poor afternoon, let's be honest. But again, the way to pass for Saka, and again, it could have been another goal. He just, everything positive, everything good today from Arsenal was from this guy here. And he always looks forward when he gets the ball. He just exciting again. Trossard could have scored. There's so many chances he created today. So he was really on top of his game. And again, this is the penalty, at least, you know, ball into Havertz. And I suppose Havertz deserves some credit today as well. He played really well. Into the second half, he just picks up that space. We always talk about the pockets. You know, it's 6 assists this year in the Premier League. Brilliant ball into Saka, and what a finish from that young man as well. And
he's not bad either, is he?
He's not bad either, yeah. What a player he is. But again, you know, he's in the midfield, one in the battle, but also weighted pass. He's not just happy with that. He's not just happy with, you know, admiring his pass. He's getting numbers into the box. And even Arteta mentioned, look at the numbers in the box, you know, late on in the game. Trossard with another goal, but Ødegaard today had a special performance, and again led by example, and they have got a chance of the Premier League, if you ask me. They have got a real chance.
Yeah, well, I'll ask you then.
I've already answered my own question.
Exactly. Well, look, I mean, Erdegaard's statistics are there, speak for themselves.
He's got great durability as well.
Yeah.
He always seems to play. Yeah. Great fitness.
Yeah, and his perhaps numbers have not been quite as impressive this season, but he's gradually getting to his best of his game. Arsenal, you know, they're going very well, aren't they? Since the start of this year, that's 5 Premier League games. I think it's combined 21-2. Well, it is. I don't have to think it because it says it on there.
Playing with a real freedom and confidence, especially after that little blip just before the new year.
Yeah.
Don't look like they're playing under pressure of a title charge. For me, they've got 3 away games at Man City, Spurs and Man United that could define their title challenge. 3 huge games.
Yeah, but in with a real chance.
Absolutely. And good strength and depth. Good competition for
And I suppose as well, they'll benefit from the experience of last season, even though it petered out.
Yeah, I mean, people will still question, have they an out-and-out striker? That's the thing the card they always get hit with. But
well, they've 21 goals in 5 games.
Yeah, so them stats back up, they don't need one. A bit like Man City in their prime, they didn't have a striker for a good few years. Maybe Arteta's going on along those lines, but they're going great.
OK.
Incredibly, that's 55 goals conceded by Burnley this season after just 25 games. What about Arsenal? 5 straight wins at the start of a calendar year, scoring 21 goals. I mean, they hit West Ham last week for 6, Burnley this time for 5. Villa will be hoping it's not a treble claret, shall we say, next weekend. Arsenal are on fire, aren't they?
You have to give credit where credit's due. The way they're playing, especially the chances they're creating and taking, and the positive is that it's not just one person. The goals are coming from everywhere. And to see Trossard, me personally think he should have been starting a long time ago. To see him on the score sheet and getting his goals in and creating chances as well, they're only moving forward at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're in absolutely wonderful form, and everyone's talking about, do they need a centre forward? Will Tony go to Arsenal? And as Sean's just said, they're getting goals from left, right, and centre. They don't need that number 9. I think that would be an added bonus to them if they do get the right people. Jesus comes out of the team, and everyone's question mark: will they score enough? They've scored 11 in the last 2 games away from home.
Yeah.
So, but they're free flowing. They've got a nice system defensively. But they know what they're doing. They're organised. Every game is the same. They'll play. If they win, lose or draw, they know the system. There's clarity on how they're going to play every week. Something that perhaps Chelsea haven't got week in and week out. But it's working a treat for them. It really is.
But it's fair to say Burnley didn't help themselves, right, against Arsenal, Sean?
No, they didn't. They haven't done a lot of this year. And again, the same thing with the defending. And if you see them drifting, look at the recovery runners from the midfield there, and it picks him out. It's like they've both gone to 2 men, but take nothing away from Odegaard's finish. I thought it was superb. And Hegelen, look, it's a throw-in.
I mean, this is like, I don't know, at a school level it wouldn't happen. How can you let a player go in behind you like that? Havertz does really well with the nutmegs and finishes off. But from a throw-in, they've let him go 5 yards in behind, and he's just run from there and scored a goal. It just doesn't happen at this level. And they've got to change their philosophy if they're going to stay up. Any chance of staying up, Burnley have got to change their philosophy a little bit and tuck the belt in, get some points.
Yeah, we've got to give credit to Bukayo Saka and his consistency for the last 2 or 3 years. It's now 12 goals and 8 assists in the Premier League. He's now 2 away from his best ever league return, which was 14 last season.
Well, we can say he's definitely going to do that, but that finish there for me is exquisite. The way he stops and starts him and drags it onto the foot the defender least expects, and he hits that with nothing but power and just roof of the net. And it's what you want from your wingers, really, in those situations.
Yeah, and puts them in good heart ahead of Porto and Newcastle in the next 2 games. But as you mentioned, Glenn, earlier, the goals are being shared. No real number 9 who's playing on a regular basis. Jesus comes in and out because of injuries at the minute, but even he's not an orthodox 9, but that's quite something.
It is, and I think it all stems from, I think you've got to think about Rice's role coming in here and having that confidence that these players can go. And they're all offensive players. They can go and they score the goals and they make the movements. I think Rice has made a big difference to Arsenal. Now he's settled in. He keeps the ball so well. He's a very good player himself, but it gives the other players and they can go and express themselves. And he gives them...
I'm Derek Ray. I'm joined for commentary by former Arsenal fullback Lee Dixon. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It's Luton Town taking on Chelsea.
Hi Derek, thank you. Well, both managers will be reminding their players how important...
Well, it could be on for him here. Is it going to be? Keeper getting the touch. And it's gone behind for the corner. Over it comes. Well, did his job defensively. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Pearson. So after that, a goal kick it'll be. Well, pick your adjective where Hakim Ziyech is concerned. Explosive, I think, might be an approach. Can they take the lead here? And mistimed the run, sadly. That's offside. Throw-ins given. This looks promising.
Well, it's the care and attention, all that works.
And a blunder by the keeper. Werner. Promising attack, but his timing was off. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Nicely cut out. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Ziyech. In it goes. An early goal. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, as we look at this again, the keeper's every right to ask where his back line was, but 2v1 in the end. He's thinking now, is he going to pass or go round me? He's got no chance.
Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. Ball's gone.